All right, we are back from our Mega Mix. Michael will be in a couple of minutes, and Deandra is too. Right now, she is just leaving work from downtown, and as you guys know, the Colts are playing tonight. This is their last home game. I haven't really had a chance to check out the results of the game yet, so I hope they at least got a win, but definitely want to give them a shout-out as well because their last game, we finally won a game against the Tennessee Titans, so I want to give a shout-out to the Colts as we enter into the Super Bowl season coming up here soon. And, this year we'll be in Indianapolis, so I'm very excited about that. Here we have people like Patti LaBelle's coming. There's a lot of legends that are coming to the city. I think it's going to be a very good thing for Indianapolis. It's going to definitely put us on the map, I'm hoping, in a positive way. So that's one good thing that we have to look forward to. And also I wanted to get on a few things before Michael and Deandra get in here. As you both know, X Factor series finale was tonight, and it was very good. It was a very good series finale. We had everyone from Justin Bieber to Stevie Wonder and 50 Cent, and it was just a really good night. It had a lot of good performances. It was good to see, like I said, the final 12 come back and perform one last time. It was good to see little Astro doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a really good night. Very emotional. I was really glad with the results or the turnout of the competition. And I think that Melanie, she has a very bright future ahead of her. And I even think, I'm really proud of Josh too. He was a favorite. I was like, between those two, I didn't know, who was going to win. I really was rooting for both of them because they're both really talented singers. And the good thing I like about Melanie is she had even if she didn't win that competition, she still had a bright future. She was into nursing and stuff like that. So I really feel that, she had a backup plan either way. But I'm pretty sure that someone will sign Josh to a record level because I think he really has what it takes. He's unique, very humble, good attitude, just a really nice personality I can tell through him and his music and stuff like that. But I will be honest, I really did not particularly care for Chris. I didn't care for his attitude. He was very arrogant to me. Like Chris Renee, I'm glad you finally got off those drugs, but really for you to be boasting and bragging about 7 or 8 months, that is not a milestone to me. Like, I know you have to take it day by day, but I really think that it was meant for him not to win because I don't think he would have did what he was supposed to do with that $5 million, but that's just me. So I was really glad to see that Melanie won. And I really think that some of the other people that were in the competition, too, I think they're going to be sought after, too. There was some really good talent this season. I really think that the producers of the show, I think Simon and L.A. Reid, Paula Abdul, and can't think of the other ones, but I think they really did well with their people that they were responsible for over the show. And it was a really good season. So I'm really looking forward to American Idol. I don't think I'm going to really be into it as much as X Factor. But, yeah, we'll have to see where that goes. We're going to go to the line, and we're going to see who this, believe it's Michael. Let me see who this is.
It's me.
Yes, you? Okay. It's all right. So, what's going on with you, Mr. Snyder? It's good to see that you came in tonight. You had a busy night at work.
Yeah, of course, everything lands at the last minute.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're going to probably see a lot more.
I'm coming into this late. Who actually won the X Factor?
Melanie.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris, Renee, he was in the
last night.
Yeah, Chris Renee, he was in the bottom 3. Like, he was the first, cause he was like not in the bottom 3. He was like 3rd place.
Yeah.
But I was like this. I would rather, if it was between, I would be happy if either her or that Josh won. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm telling you.
I thought just by watching last night's performance, which I didn't get to watch it tonight, but given last night's performance, I think that that's how I would have scored him too. I would have ranked her first, and then Josh second, and the Chris guy third.
He's too arrogant for me, and it's good that he's gotten off of drugs and stuff like that. But for you to boast and brag and just be so arrogant, and if you only been clean for 7 or 8 months, honestly, I don't think $5 million would have done him any good. Because he probably would have. I'm not joking about it, but I think he might have relapsed if he got that money.
Yeah. You know how a lot of stars are when they find once they hit it.
I mean, because there's people. I was talking to my father about it last night. He was saying how there's people that were straight. You know what I'm saying? That weren't even on any drugs that got into the industry and ran across all that money and they fell into drugs. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know, but
yeah, and
I just really think there were a lot more talented.
I think of all those that were in the top 3, they all stand maybe a pretty decent chance of getting their own on their own anyway. At least
and I don't even think anybody in the top 12 has a good chance.
Yeah.
I really think that the younger rapper, Astro, he wrote all his stuff, and he was only 15. And his stuff was good. Like, it wasn't negative or anything, no cuss words or anything. And he was just very lyrically talented. And I think that someone's going to probably give him a recording contract, too.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of good talent this year. So.
And I'm coming in late on the game with that because that was last night was actually the first time I had watched anything. And it just mirrored that Simon seemed to be a lot more toned down.
Yeah, he's more toned down than this. Like, yeah. But the reason why they're more like, it's really a competition between all of them because they had like certain people they had to mentor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, Melanie was his person that he had to mentor. They had like a big group of singers, and as the competition went on, obviously the group of singers like decreased. So, he was working with her one-on-one, and I think Simon has a lot of clout in the game.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. I already knew she was going to win.
Yeah.
But it was very tough.
I think it did one thing that did kind of reflect poor on them was the girl that ends up winning turns out to be a girl that they were going to send home.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, all right. I mean, she's good. I'm not disputing. I think she was the best singer.
Yeah.
Seemed kind of odd.
See how things turn around. So, yeah, it's just it's good that they gave her a second chance, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So, did you have anything that you noticed in the news that you want to bring to everyone's attention? Because I don't know much about it. I wanted to talk about this payroll tax right now.
I read some on that, but I'm not real super familiar with how that's going to work. One thing I did find interesting in the news is that the FDA has approved for human trials a potential, and I don't want to get people's hopes up too much, but potential HIV vaccine.
Really?
Yes. It's approved for human trials in the United States.
So with this vaccine, is this like for people that have yet to be infected or people that are infected?
It's for people that have not yet been infected. If I understand it correctly, they were going through some of the stuff they had talked about on some of the different approaches that have been used in tackling this with a vaccine and different ways of approaching the virus. And without getting too terribly technical in it, this is something that they're going to try, but it's very, I guess for lack of a better term, conventional wisdom, because I guess everybody else, there's been 2 or 3 other trials approved for testing in humans in the United States, but none of them obviously were successful. So this will actually be, I think, the 3rd one that's going to be used. And this one, they said, sticks to plain, standard, conventional wisdom. It's nothing that's outlandish or out there. And they're going to try this to see how this will work.
So did they give a timeline, a potential timeline to where they're going to begin these trials?
Well, it's approved. It's approved to start off now, and they can start doing it, I guess, anytime. They've already got their methodology, or I guess set up that it's going to be. They got the approval, so they'll be ready to go. But even if it proves to be effective, they got a lot more work to go through to get it approved as whether or not it would be a good thing. So like I said, I don't want to get everybody's hopes up, but hey, it's a step in the right direction.
Right. Well, maybe 2012 might be the year to where we can start, in a path to eradicate this disease. Like,
Right.
I'm hoping it does work. I hope that a lot of lives will be saved from, by this. So we definitely have to follow that story and keep an eye on that. Where did you hear about this?
Well, I had actually, while searching over news articles, had actually found several different articles that were linked to it. From what I understand, it's coming out of Canada. And one of the spokespeople from there had said that of all the places in the world, they wanted to try it out with the United States first, because they said we've got the most stringent guidelines. And they said if they could get past that and get to some of the most stringent guidelines through us, then it would be something that, they said they would have no problem then if it would work here getting it to go worldwide. So I guess not everybody, it's one of the things that, yes, this is a great step forward, but from the way I understood it, not everybody's super excited about it yet, just because that nobody's been able to get one that works yet. So the last I knew that...
I would be scared. I would be kind of afraid to be the guinea pig on that, because what if you, I don't know if it's possible, but like, is there any way for you to become infected?
Well, that's the thing. They're using, if some people that are familiar with the flu shot, you can get a weakened version of the virus flu shot, and then you could get the dead version of the virus flu shot. The catch with HIV is, for that vaccine, it's got to be a dead virus. So, absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
That's not really a virus where you could, if you can, your immune system can fight off with them, be gone within 24 to 48 hours.
Right. So that's one of the biggest things, and I guess that was really the biggest hurdle, or one of the biggest hurdles, was in the course of getting this approved, they had to be able to prove that what vaccine they'll be using, beyond a shadow of a doubt, must have dead virus.
Yeah.
So, but it sounds promising. I mean, it's at least, it's a step in the right direction.
So you said so pretty much this vaccine came out of Canada. Is that what you're saying?
That's and the only reason I gathered that was because the guy that I've seen on the YouTube news briefing had a Canadian flag in the background. So I'm trying from assumption.
It really doesn't surprise me, because a lot of people I've heard of people trying to get, prescription drugs from Canada and different stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm assuming that they're pretty far advanced as well in medical technology and stuff, so I don't know.
I would presume so.
Well, that's exciting. I hope that something good comes out of that, because this disease has claimed so many lives. Like, and I was watching last night. Like I said, I'm not gonna say I'm not a Lady Gaga fan. I'm not like a fanatic over her, but just watching her last night and some of the things that she's like rallied for and things that she's like spoken out against. I guess HIV was one of them, and she was talking about how, she's like had campaigns, trying to educate people about the disease and pretty much trying to inform people that it's not just a gay disease, and most of the people infected are women.
Yeah.
And like I said, and it's just not a sexually transmitted disease too, but you have a lot of people that are drug users that are, they come down with the disease. It's a lot of things that you have to really be educated about when it comes to HIV, and you just have to really be careful, know who you're sleeping with, know what they're doing, and it's just, yeah. I've even seen, like, I was watching something a while back. I don't know where I was watching, but there was, like, a group of people out here that they claimed that they were trying to slow down the spread of HIV by getting out here giving, like, clean needles to drug users.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm very torn on it.
Yeah, I got mixed feelings on that.
I mean, it's one of those things, I guess, you know how some people don't like condoms being handed out in schools. And to me, I'm not condoning the fact that children are out there having sex, but the other thing I have to say to that is you can't stop them.
Right.
So, I guess it's really the same premise with the needles, I don't know how I really feel about handing out clean needles. I mean, I'm not really, I don't want to condone drug use by any stretch of the means, but on the same token, what are you going to do, stop them?
Yeah. I guess, that is, to me, I think that's, I don't want to even say that's an extreme of that. But I can see how, people could, like, make that comparison.
Right.
So, I don't know. But yeah, that's a whole nother, a whole route. Yeah, a lot of people don't think about drug usage either. They just think of it being a sexually transmitted disease. And that's a whole different, man, that's a world within itself.
Yes, it is. And it is probably a more prevalent thing than any of us realize.
Mhm. Yeah, so, and people fail to realize, like, it, I don't know. It's just like, it's just really good for people to really know who they're sleeping with and what they're doing, because a lot of people don't, they're on drugs, and, they may be dating someone that may be an illicit drug user, and they may not even be aware of it.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Definitely food for thought.
Well, we're going to go to a quick song really quick. Well, go to a quick song, and when we get back, we're going to have more to discuss. I really want to talk about holidays, with Christmas coming along. Just some things that you might want to keep in mind, because I know a lot of people are still tight on money, and we probably want to just discuss that, just different like traditions people have, or just ways to deal with family. This, kind of like we did for Thanksgiving. I kind of want to do the same thing for Christmas. So just keep it locked, and if you want to call in, feel free to call in at 646-915-8200 and share with us some of your Christmas memories, or what are your feelings about the holidays? Has it become so commercial, or are people being forced with this, recession to start looking at Christmas for what it really is? So we're going to discuss all that when we come back, and hopefully Deandra, I know she's still working, and I know, like, the games just let out downtown, so we'll see if she comes in or not. But, yeah, just keep it locked, and we will be back.
You are now listening to The Urban Wire, brought to you by the Urban Coalition of Freelance Writers, where we shine a light on issues impacting the urban community. Hit us up at www.youtube.com/UCOFW, or check us out on MySpace at www.myspace.com/UCOFW.
I just wanted to go back in the day and bring that back from the Temptation. So, but we're back, and one thing I want to discuss is as you guys all know, that the war in Iraq, well, at least as far as, the American standpoint is concerned, it's officially over. And, it's just wow. It's kind of crazy. It just seemed like it was one of those never-ending wars. Like, I never thought that it would end this soon, but I guess at the rate that, the things were going, something had to pretty much give. And, with us now being in, this war costing like $1 trillion, I mean, I can't even fathom how much $1 trillion is. It's crazy, And you look at it, what did we really accomplish? It's sad that there was a lot of bloodshed there, a lot of casualties died, and it's just, I don't know. I do appreciate the men and women that went over there and sacrificed and gave up their lives and left their families and just, that pretty much went over there to fight for freedom. But, it's just a war that, I don't know. What are your thoughts about that, Michael?
Well, I'm glad that it's over, and I'm glad that a lot of our men and women are going to be home in time for the holidays.
Holidays, yeah.
And I don't know. I hope that what we did over there, I guess that in 20 years we're not back over there having to fix the problem.
Yeah. And, and it's just, wow. I said, what really bothers me, and I think I made a Facebook post. Well, I put up a Facebook post about this probably about a week ago. It kind of bothers me that we can go over there and dump $1 trillion into a country that really doesn't want us to be over there. And on top of that, it's like we're sitting over there trying to mediate and trying to, to defend a country which these are issues that are like thousands of years old. And these countries have been warring against each other for centuries, and at least, thousands of years, and we think that because we go over there, we're going to fix all their problems and, and create, peace in the Middle East, as, people always say. It's never going to be peace over there.
Right.
And what's funny is like we have all these issues going on here in the United States. Unemployment rate is just like ridiculous. People can't even feed their families. All this crime, we have underfunded schools. Education system here is just crumbling. Crime rates are going up. Everything's going on over here. The rich is pretty much getting richer and the poor is getting poorer. And the middle class is just pretty much crumbling. And we have all these issues going on here, but yet we can dump all these resources into another country. And, it just bothers me because, I've always been a strong believer that charity begins at home. You can't sit there and try to be a role model to another country and you have people in your own land that are starving.
Yeah.
So that's just, I don't know. I'm just glad. Bottom line, putting all that to the side, like you mentioned, I'm glad that, our men and women are back home celebrating the holidays with their families, and I guess that's the most important thing, seeing families being back together. So, there were, there's thousands that were wounded, thousands that were killed. I just really hope with them coming back home, I hope they really are, I hope the government really takes care of them. Because so many times you hear about people coming back from war and stuff like that, and they're treated poorly. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope this isn't the case this time, and I really hope that these people get not only just for, for their physical needs, but some of them may need, treatment, for emotional. Whatever they need, I hope they are accommodated. That's what I'm saying. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, now if we can get that straightened out, I'm sure that we're going to still be back and forth over in the Middle East, of course, because we're still fighting Afghanistan and all that stuff.
Right.
And I understand we have to preserve domestic homeland security by doing things overseas as well, but some of the things that we don't necessarily have to get involved in, be nice if we would stay out of it and put some of that money toward our own problems here at home.
Yeah. I don't know. But I just wanted to at least bring that up. And wasn't you telling me about something dealing with the Catholic Church? Like you said, there's something else. We were talking about that. And I wanted to bring that to the public.
One of the people that's really high up in the Vatican, that happens to be the Pope's chief exorcist, who holds a rather high office there in the Vatican, had declared yoga evil. Oh, yoga and Harry Potter. Declared them evil. I'm like, really? Harry Potter's a kid's show. It is an entertainment movie theater. It is no different than some of the nursery rhymes that, people were raised up hearing in some, probably some of the nursery rhymes and storybook fairy tales that kids heard growing up. It's a fairy tale. And, he had declared it evil. Which, if he speaks, he's getting the Pope's endorsement on anything that he does. So then that in turn means that the Pope has to endorse this. And yoga. I'm sorry, but I've failed to see how yoga is considered evil. There's a lot of, for people that don't understand it, most people probably hear, you could go down to one of the gyms here in town and sign up for classes about it. It's stretching, it's working with your body, it's a a mind-body connection thing. It even deals with a little bit of meditation, lowers your blood pressure, reduces stress, does a lot of good things for you.
I said, honey, the Pope probably got turned on, and that's probably why he thinks it's a sin. Seeing those women bend and stretch and do all those moves and stuff like that. That's probably why he got turned on and say this is a sin, you know.
Yeah,
I really don't. I can't see what else. Like why would they even consider that such
number
a
one, coming
thing?
from an exorcist. The quote coming from an exorcist, I can see a little bit of where he's taking his line of attack. Because dealing with an exorcist, you're looking at someone that examines, quote-unquote, the dark arts. And, or for what his impression of the dark arts is, which is probably why he doesn't like Harry Potter, even though I think he's a little out on the lunatic fringe. You know, because after all, it's a movie, dude.
Oh, well, you know, they're all about the money, and they probably seen how much those movies gross, and they like, man, we got competition here. We got to shut them down and have them. Yeah. They don't probably like that.
And yoga really comes out of an Eastern practice, out of like Eastern Asian type influences, some of which deal with the chakra system and deal with, you know, sometimes having pagan roots, and, you know, even though that they're forgetting that a lot of that in mainstream society is not really taught by the die-hard Eastern practice. In mainstream society, it's taught for the health benefits, the stretching and meditation and, you know, things like that, which, you know, and it helps people out, helps their health. But for them, it's evil.
Well, do you think a lot of times they label things that aren't, I don't want to say Western, based, but, do you think that anything that's not, how should I put this, it wasn't birthed from Christianity, they look at it as something demonic or something evil, anything that comes from another culture, and it's not Christian-based, they look at it as something that they have to speak out against, or how do you think about that?
They hold a complete centristic view on everything, and the centristic view of theirs is whatever, you know, they deem to be appropriate under their scope. So,
right.
You know, and, you know, personally, if stretching your body and exercising is good for you, and we can prove that meditation, and with meditation, I will clarify, meditation doesn't have anything to do with what religion you choose. If you pray hard enough and mindful enough, you will get your brain to mimic the same wavelengths that meditation does. So, you know, meditation in and of itself, that's certainly not evil. And you can make it pagan, you can make it Christian, you can make it whatever you want. And, you know, even with the yoga practice, you know, they're not really teaching a religion here. They're teaching how to get yourself in shape, you know, but they're not looking at that. They're just going, well, it comes from this other culture, and that's not Christian, so therefore we're going to say it's evil. And I think that's very, you know, I don't think you have to look very hard to see that that's rather counterproductive. I think if I was a pope, I would try and shut his mouth a little bit, but, you know.
Yeah.
What do I know?
I don't know. It just seems like to me, you know, I think in order for you to be a well-rounded, if you want to consider yourself a Christian, I think that in order for you to be a well-rounded Christian, you need to be open to at least being knowledgeable of other religions.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of times I think where a lot of Christians make the mistake is where they don't want to know anything about any other relations. If it's not religion, if it doesn't have anything to do with Jesus and Jesus died on the cross and you know, God creating the heavens and the earth within, you know, 7 days and all that crap, if it doesn't have anything to do with the King James version of the Bible, they want absolutely nothing to do with it. you know. And to me, I think that's the wrong approach to take.
It is, I feel, because in today's society, there's, you know, information is just at your fingertips, like the internet or whatever. And, you know, if you're working out there in the real world, you're going to come across people from other cultures and other backgrounds and other religions. And, you know, before you automatically say that this is evil, you might, you know, I would think that a well-rounded person might want to look up some of these other things and educate themselves a little bit, and they just might find out that they're not such a bad thing after all.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah.
You know, okay, maybe it is a different religion, but I can tell you now that there's a lot of Christian people out there that are practicing yoga. I can tell you that.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of these people probably don't even realize, you know, the origin of that or anything. I think a lot of things, especially like American society where we're a melting pot of different cultures and beliefs and stuff like that, I think a lot of things that we participate in or that things that we do or things that we utilize on a day-to-day basis come from different cultures and stuff like that. So we can't really sit there and isolate ourselves and be like, well, if this, you know, this isn't this, that, and the other, or like, you know, related to Christianity or anything like that, then we you know, I don't want any part of that because you're probably, you know, I don't know. It's just a lot of things. I think we do. It's just a lot of ignorance behind it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of how I feel about it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But yeah, another thing that I really wanted to talk about really quick was the payroll tax, and I'm still like researching a lot of that. So I think isn't that like the tax that they take out, employers take out? I'm not really knowledgeable on it. Do you know about that?
Not enough to speak intelligently.
Yeah.
I know that depending on, for a big majority of people, that it could take maybe upwards of $40 extra out of your paycheck if they didn't tax it. But
wow.
that's just one of the headlines I've read. I don't know how it exactly works.
I mean, I'm probably going to do some more research on that. That's going to be, like, they said this is a really big issue and stuff like that. And as always, the Republicans don't, you know, want to work together and get this bill passed and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's crazy. It just seems like anything that the middle class can benefit from, it's like they're totally opposed, you know, against it, you know. So,
right.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to probably do some more research on that, and on the next show we'll probably talk more about that because I think that was a major headline too.
Well, I noticed that the tax cut was only extended for 2 months, I think it read?
Yeah, something like that. I heard something like that. Yeah, I'll have more about that on the next show and stuff like that. So, yeah. So did you hear about Lauren Spiere's family coming out saying that they've hired like a private investigator to look into things? Because I guess they feel that the police department up there in Bloomington, they're not really doing all that they can, you know, that they should be doing. And I guess according to them, like this private investigator, which he was he's pretty much a retired police officer from he used to be a police officer in New York City, but now he's like a private investigator. And according to them, he's pretty much acquired like information that the police in Bloomington don't have. Like he's got more information than they have, and I guess at this time they're not willing to share that information that he's gathered to the public just yet.
You know, and sometimes it is easier for a private investigator to get access to some things that police, because the police are, in like her case, even though they may have a really good lead, they still have to stick within laws of search and seizure and warrant obtaining of warrants and court orders, and they're bound by a lot more, whereas a private investigator could have a leading edge on some of that stuff.
Right,
so,
right. That's crazy.
I'm curious why they haven't hired one sooner.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is like they were saying how the parents were saying like they don't feel that her supposed friends, those two guys, aren't being totally honest about what happened, because it just seems like one of her friends, they took the position, well, I don't remember anything that night, and I don't know what happened, and this, that, and the other. And I guess his lawyer pretty much came out and said, like, we feel sorry for the family, especially during this time of year, but, I'm not going to allow them to trap my client. Not because they're trying to get him to come out and say more. He's pretty much sticking by the position where he doesn't remember anything that night. So, and they're trying to get him to take a polygraph test, but I don't think he's really required to do it or something like that.
Well, polygraphs aren't admissible in court.
Really?
Yeah. So it's basically just a fishing expedition.
So even if they did, he did take a test like that, they couldn't bring up the results in court?
That'd be correct.
Yeah.
So even if you passed the polygraph with flying colors, got an A+ that said you didn't do it, they can still prosecute you for it and can't tell anything about it in court.
Wow. So what do people use those for? Those are pretty much for, if they're not admissible in court, what's the use of them?
A lot of times, if a police department has a really good lead and they're pretty sure that you're the one, but they're just not 100% certain, they may go ahead and ask you to take one of those.
Yeah.
And if you take it and you did pass it with flying colors, it might get the heat off of you. It may have back down a little bit. But polygraphs, see, there's two kinds out there. There's like a polygraph, and there's another version called a voice stress analysis, which is actually much more accurate than the traditional polygraph.
Right.
Because I'll tell you right now, polygraph, take you some good old-fashioned cold mess and go take a polygraph, you'll set that thing off the charts. But the voice stress analysis, you can't mess with that thing too much.
Wow.
So, really, but everybody tends to call them all the polygraph. So, if I was him, being seen as big as this case is, if I was an innocent person, I wouldn't take it either.
Right.
If I was an innocent man, I'd tell them to take the flying leap with the rolling donut. I wouldn't take their test either. But on the same token, that's going to be like,
this is kind of crazy, but I've seen those shows like Maury or like Steve Wilkos where they'll give somebody that's accused of child molestation or something like that a lie detector test or something like that.
Yeah.
And I guess they said, well, I'm going to use these results when I go home to have this person prosecuted. So you're saying that that's not necessarily...
Yeah, that's full.
Really?
Yeah. No one is going to get prosecuted from a lie detector test. Won't happen.
I just learned something new.
Yep. I am not aware of any state that will accept lie detector tests in court. I'm not aware of any of them that will.
Wow.
Not, at least not for criminal. Not for a criminal case.
Now, I don't even see how they could, if you can't use it for a criminal, why could you use it for a civil case?
I'm not even real sure that it can be used for a civil case.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I know in Indiana you can't.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you can't, and I'm pretty sure the last time I read it's not admissible in any court.
Wow. I learned so. Are they accurate? Scientifically accurate?
A traditional polygraph, an old school polygraph, I wouldn't trust it. But what they have now that's called a voice stress analyzer or a voice stress analysis, that can get to be pretty accurate. You know, if somebody told me that they failed one of those and didn't just fail it but bombed it, I think I would tend to believe it myself. But
yeah,
that's given my history and what I know about law enforcement and all that stuff. So.
I learned something new. So you're saying these people that go on these shows, getting these lie detector results, don't be totally, pretty much you're saying don't be totally swayed by those results?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily believe it all.
Mm-hmm. Unless you had a suspicion all along, I mean, would you like, pretty much that's the only way you would. Is this something that you use to verify what you already know in your heart? Is it what you're saying?
Yeah, I think, and I'm, like I say, I plain old just don't care for the polygraph, but the voice stress analysis, that thing's pretty accurate. Personally, I would say that the common person out there wouldn't have a clue how to mess with it. Mm-hmm. So those things are usually pretty daggone accurate. Yeah. But, it's also a nice gimmick.
Okay, we got a comment on, I think it's this Miss Deandra. Deandra, is this you?
Yes, it is. I am so pissed at Indianapolis.
Yeah, you were telling me about downtown. It's a mess down there with the Colts, with their last home game, this season. So what's it like downtown?
It's a hot mess.
Hotmess.com. I can imagine.
Yeah,
so.
hotmess.com.
Honey, and I'm telling you this now, I don't know how they're going to deal with the Super Bowl. Like, if they can't even manage this little bit of traffic downtown, I don't know.
And then the sad part is, not to cut you off, the sad part is that they got some streets blocked, and I'm thinking, is that stupid or what? Like, really? Like, you got this event going on. You should have all the streets out there.
Do you know what time they let out?
And shit, when I was getting off, they was coming out. I was like, are you kidding me? And then, I know Christmas is in a couple days. Good thing I ain't doing anything for Christmas. I'm going to call people and tell them Merry Christmas. Peace out. But it pissed me off that I have stopped at K-Mart on the way to the house, because that one kind of took time, too.
Right.
Talking about unorganized, just tacky. Why would y'all only have 3 lines open, and these lines are, like, long as hell? And I got a couple things in my hand, so I'm pissed, because I'm like, you need to come out and sit here and wait, and I have 2 damn things in my hand.
They didn't even have them lines open. They got those lines there where if you only have like a couple things, you can go through.
K-Mart ain't got no you scan yourself. They ain't got that. They ain't stepping up.
That is crazy. So, girl, you ready for the holidays?
I am. I'm ready for me some ham, some green. No, you stop.
Yeah. But yeah, while we got you on, we were just discussing earlier about Excerpt for tonight, and it was a really nice competition. It was a really nice show tonight. I'm very proud of all the contestants, especially the final three. I'm really glad that Melanie she took the title, and I really felt that Josh he was a really good performer too. He was a very good sport he had really good sportsmanship about the whole entire thing. He was just a really good and humble person. Both of them were, I think, the top two were. How do you feel about the results tonight of X Factor?
I think it's some bullstuff.com. I mean, I'm happy that she won, but that ain't who I wanted to win, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and I to me, I really think that some of the people that they did kick off, like, during the show, I think that they shouldn't have kicked off. Like, especially if they were going to kick them out, they should have been kicked off that song. Like, that's crazy.
Especially Chris Renee, he should have been gone. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah. To me, I'm just going to keep it real. Like, okay, I'm glad that you've gotten your life straight for about 7 to 8 months. Okay. That's good, but to me, that doesn't really impress me because there's people that have been in the industry that came into the industry straight and ended up getting hooked on drugs. So who's to say if you did win that $5 million that you wouldn't have relapsed back into them drugs?
It'd have been a powder coat at his house, honey.
He would have smoked that stuff up, girl.
Hallelujah.
He wanted to probably celebrate too. He took a kid off of that. No,
you gotta get a pound. You gotta get a pound.
Girl, please. He probably get some of the best stuff he eats. Listen, I ain't never had none of that stuff that good.
Right? You want some of that what Lil Wayne be doing, honey.
I ain't gonna get started on that. But anyway, I just want to talk about that. So what's been going on with, because I know you've been following Love and Hip Hop and you've been following the Braxton. So what's been going on with them?
Well, them is my shows. Regardless of who think they got out or whatever, them is my shows. But if no one haven't tuned in to see Love and Hip Hop, some people will say it's ghetto, but I don't think so. I think some people on there can be ghetto if need be.
Right.
But I actually like the show. I think it's a nice show. Now,
from what I heard, there was an altercation on the show, and I guess this show kind of like went into that to like where the parties involved, they were trying to, discuss the fact of where y'all need to go ahead and make up, or y'all need to try to patch things up. Do you think, can you tell us about that altercation on there, and do you think that they were justified?
Let me, I got to sit down so y'all can follow this real quick. Let me sit down and okay. Well, this is what happened on the scene. Okay. Emily, you guys don't know who Emily is because you haven't been watching, but Emily is the ex-baby mama of Fabulous. Anybody know who Fabulous is, the rapper?
Right.
And yeah, so, this season was pretty much kind of about her. She was on her own. She was doing her solo thing. It was all about her. So she was having, a party of her moving on, and on her own. And so they have to invite a girl that happens to know Fabulous. And so as they was discussing, as they was all talking, sitting around, she, was giving her cool points or whatever, saying, good thing you're moving on, but I have something to tell you. I mean, not pulling her to the side or anything, just told her, well, I happened to date Fabulous for 3 years. And I'm sitting up there like, no, this did not just say that. And so Emily told, okay, this is Kim Bella who's saying all this stuff. So she happens to tell her that, well, while you was dating for 3 years, I have a 3-year-old.
Ooh.
Like, really, like, you dropping that bomb and I'm dropping a bomb on you. Like, you nasty because you've been dating for 3 years and I have a 3-year-old. So at the same time I was pregnant, you were dating him.
Yeah.
That was a little disgusting. I was too thrilled because, first of all, she was tacky about the whole thing. That's not a way to approach nobody and tell them you were sleeping with their baby daddy or whatever. That's not a way to approach nobody. You could have took her to the side, woman to woman. You don't say that in front of all them girls. And especially not at her party that you know she moving on. You could have took her the next day and, you know, y'all could have went and ate lunch or something. You could have told her.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That was kind of, you know, a little bit too much. And
so,
when you told me about that,
And so Chrissy, which is her, you know, her homegirl, her road dog, home stealer, whatever you want to call it, fat back, whatever. You know, got your back, homegirl, whatever you want to call it. So, you know, she was just shaking her head like, you know, no, this bitch didn't. Okay, sorry for whoever listened that, you know, ain't these customers. She was just like, no, this bitch didn't. You know, no, she didn't just drop that like that. You know, she was shaking her head, and she was basically telling the girl, like, you could have did that in a different manner. You didn't have to say all that here. You know, and so the girl was getting all mad at her, but she was right, though. You trifling. Like, why would you even do something like that? I might be speaking up.
Well, you know, like I said, people that's like doing. I mean, that first of all, that just shows you, you know, what kind of person you are. Like you don't know how to. And like we were just discussing earlier, some of these people with money, they're still just so tacky. They don't know how to do stuff. That's like a conversation that should be held. It should have been held over lunch, or you know, you should have pulled your girl. You just don't
over a glass of wine or something. I mean, you might got caught with the wine bottle, but you know, hey, we still had that discussion. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it ain't fighting over men. It's all about respect. Because, first of all, you didn't even have enough respect for yourself as a woman to even ask if he have a girl. Even if he did lie to you, you still should have investigated it to see if he had one. You didn't even take out the time to see that.
That's crazy.
I was like, people with money can be sometimes so damn stupid. And we think by us, you know, how we live and we got problems. No, them ones with all that money got problems.
Yeah. I said, man, you can't trust your man. A lot of these little treacherous women around here think because, you know your man got money like that, they going to try to get with him. Like,
And so, you know, back to stacking it up, back to, you know, Chrissy, her homegirl, you know. So, yeah, you know, by her being her homegirl, of course she gonna back her up. That's what you do. And so, you know, the girl was, you know, popping off. So, you know, Christy just, you know, got up and just, it was on and popping. Y'all know what I mean when I go there. She was kicking her ass, basically.
Lord have mercy.
Because I think I probably did the same thing. Like, really? Come on now.
Yeah.
Well,
that sounds really exciting. I'm gonna have to start getting into these shows because they love hip hop. That sounds like it's hot like fire.
It is. It's just a lot. Yeah, you learn a lot too. Because and then she's thinking that Kim Bella thinks Chrissy owes her an apology for beating her up. But I'm thinking to myself, really? You think she owes an apology for the way you just handled that situation? Really? You think she owes you an apology? No, you should have been apologizing. That's what should have been apologizing.
Right. I said, you slept with her man, and then on top of that, you brought it out at the wrong time.
Exactly. And then this is on 2 occasions. She's thinking that Chrissy should apologize. She has talked to this girl numerous of times and trying to get an apology. And she's just like, no, I'm not apologizing because I don't feel I need to apologize to you. And I'm thinking, well, this bitch got to be stupid because, I mean, how many more times you think she going to listen to you talking about you owe her an apology? And she ain't thanking you, girl. You might as well move along. She ain't trying to be cool with you. She ain't trying to get to know you. I wouldn't either because you tacky.
Yeah, that sounds like a vindictive asshole. That sounds like I can't.
You have no class about yourself. I'm sorry, whoever's mad at me, but she ain't got no class. Sorry, she doesn't. Whatsoever. Sounds like she'd have been around the block. That's what it sounds like.
She's been around the block. She's been around the city, everywhere else, honey.
Oh, and let me tell you who girlfriend this is now.
Who's this?
She's the baby mama of a rapper. The one that's, been sleeping with Atlas.
Girl, please.
I don't know if y'all know, but
my thing is, why are these rappers even, I mean, they obviously ain't got no damn, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's almost like they like it, too, because it's like y'all all sleeping with the same, women. Like, really, I would think you would want something fresh and new that ain't been around the block.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, but she's a baby mama of Jules Santana.
Okay.
If y'all know who that is, that's his baby mama.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in him. Girl.
Because, really, it ain't no telling they was together either, because, to me, she's like a type of person she can't be trusted, because, I mean, yeah, that's your baby mama and everything, but if she gonna do that to her, what makes you think she wouldn't do that to you?
Mm-hmm.
No. Better not put a ring on her, that's all I'm saying. And take her home to your mama. Just saying.
Girl.
Yeah,
did you hear about, too, I'm trying to move through some of these stores. Girl, R. Kelly is coming back with Trapped in the Closet. He got 32 new chapters that's coming out. I said, you know what, you should have gave that up back in, what was that, 2006?
Okay, I gotta say something on this, R. Kelly. If you ain't gay, what the hell are you coming out with this Trapped in the Closet for? What are we getting to? Are you telling us something without telling us? I love you to death, R. Kelly, but are you telling us something without telling us? Because this Trapped in the Closet, honey, this is scene after scene, but what's going on?
I said, honey, I'm trying to get to the last, honey, you done gave us a whole bunch of chapters now, so I'm trying to figure out, I'm scared to see what's in this new book. I mean, you had midgets and shit coming out the closet last time, and I don't want to see what else is coming out the damn closet this time. I really don't want to see that shit.
What, he gonna pop out the closet with a cowboy hat on, some cowboy boots, and a G-string? What?
I think he needs to go ahead and talk to Bishop Betty Long about that, because, honey,
bitch. He like wearing them, what's them things called? Them,
jock straps.
You are. Ooh, no, them spandex. That's what Bishop Betty Long like wearing. He like to swim.
Ooh, girl. Speaking of Bishop Eddie Long, you heard that he stepped down, right?
Yeah, remember I was telling you about that because I was reading that on, Yahoo.com news. Yeah, I was reading it. And I was
and they said
I guess so.
Yeah, well, they said, the thing about that is, as a catch, they said he's only stepping down temporarily. Now, from what I've heard and from sources that are from Atlanta, they were saying how he made the announcement, and I think it's been about 2 Sundays ago in a 7:30 a.m. service, saying that he's stepping down, but here's the catch. He's only stepping down long enough so he can get his quote-unquote family business straight.
But his wife, they say his wife said she's filing for a divorce.
Yeah, I guess he's trying to handle all that, and, it's just, he says it's a lot of stuff that he needs to take care of right now before he can devote his time fully in ministry again. Like, to me, it shouldn't even been like an opportunity for him to even get back into that ministry. He has brought that church down ever since this scandal.
I'm just curious if they're going to have the next assistant closet case go ahead and step up to the plate.
They probably been bumping and grinding too.
They have, probably.
To me, it's so crazy, and this is what pisses me off about some of these high-paid pastors. They always want to mention, man can sleep with a man, but you fuckers are doing it. Like, how the hell you bashing somebody else about what they doing, and you doing the same fucking thing? Even if you're not sleeping with a man, you sleeping with another woman?
Yeah. And see, that's what a lot of people don't understand, where everybody's talking about, well, you know what, he's human, and he failed, and he made a mistake. I said, okay, I understand that. I would, it ain't even the fact that he got caught with another man. that bothered me, or even if he was to cheat with another woman. Okay, because I know ain't nobody perfect. We gonna all do things. But first of all, you are a pastor. You should be held at a different level of integrity.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, and then you're gonna sit up here and make people feel bad because they're battling. Well, they can call it battling. So I ain't gonna be worried about it. But you're gonna make them feel bad because they're struggling with homosexuality, and you're gonna make them feel bad and preach against it. And you sitting up here screwing not just one, not two, not three, not four, but you done screwed as many as 8 different, probably 6, 7, 8 different people, young boys that we know about, you know, and you're going to get up here and make us feel bad. And then you using the church's money to wine and dine these little freaks. Like, seriously? I just don't understand it.
And then, this is my thing, too. You know, and people look up to you as a pastor. They following you, and you have got them following you. You leading them places and feeding these words. That's just a bunch of bullshit.
Well,
Deandra, Mike, check this out. Y'all gonna fall out about this. Not this guy named. His name is NY10 in America. Like, he's on YouTube, and he was down there like interviewing some protesters about Bishop Eddie Long. Tell me why he said this lady was on the corner. She had a sign up, and she said some woman was trying to run her down. She drove up on the damn sidewalk and was trying to run the woman over because she had a sign saying Bishop Eddie Long must go. So, and he said the other guy, because they was like on different corners of this main intersection, and they said that the guy came over there, like the other guy that was in the group, some older guy came over there trying to get across the street, to see if she was okay. Why did she turn the car around, and then she was trying to run the guy over that was running across the street with the sign?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that just goes to show me, like, you're not gonna tell me that's a cult down there. That's like a cult. That's not no ministry. That's like he's brainwashing them people down there.
Almost like some demon type shit, like they possessed or something there.
Girl, they said the woman was trying to run her over. She was running from the car. Like, the woman drove up on the corner and stuff, and she was trying to hit that woman.
Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to say. As soon as she had to stop that car and got out, I'd have whooped her ass. I'm sorry, I'd have whooped her monkey ass. I ain't playing. I'd have whooped her ass. I'm telling you.
I don't think you need the Lord's forgiveness for saying that.
I don't.
You're like,
I'm telling you, they said they down there turning ATL out. And girl, they said this other preacher down there, I didn't mention him before, Creflo Dollar, y'all sitting up here acting like y'all self-righteous, and you act like you want to judge, y'all want to talk about him. Y'all need to tell them people at his church that they need to pretty much support him and stand by him.
How do you stand by somebody like that? I mean, I'm like you said, people make mistakes all the time, but how do you stand by and support somebody who's leading y'all to believe that, this gay is not right, but here it's right for me, but it ain't right for y'all? Like,
right.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, like
and
that.
And to me, if you're a pastor and you're supposed to be this Christian person, how the hell are you judging people anyway? How do you get on that topic about gay anyway if you're supposed to be this Christian?
I think it's absolutely hysterical that when you see politicians or these preachers down here preaching hatred against gay people, that it usually comes out of their mouth eventually that, oops, guess what I was doing in the dark.
Just like a lot of them politicians, too. Like them politicians, they the same way.
Yeah,
I find it funny as hell, because the same ones that be preaching to y'all, and y'all following them, and y'all talking about gay ain't right, whatever. A lot of y'all doing a lot of shit that ain't right, and people kill me. One sin is not greater than the other, no matter what it is.
Mhm.
And then I can't stand the people that like to throw the Bible at you and don't know it's about the Bible them dang on selves.
They know how to point out. Yeah, they know about that.
Yeah,
I say stop going with
But then these the same ones talking about gay people, but then you go right back home, and then you shacking with a man that don't even want you, that's tricking on you.
You shacking with a man that you ain't married to when you fucking him and his cousin too, and you got a bastard child, but you ain't telling nobody. Okay, because, people kill me because the Bible speaks about y'all too, but you only find out what gay is. You know what people kill me. And stop following about, how about you pick the Bible up and read it yourself and quit going off what you heard somebody else say.
Right. Exactly.
Well, I think it's amazing a lot of people can memorize the lines out of the book, but they don't have no clue on how to actually apply the true meaning to their life.
Right. Because there's a lot of little bastards walking around here. That's for damn sure. But ain't nobody speaking about that.
It's sick. It is sickening.
Ain't nobody talking about the drugs that y'all putting in y'all system. Ain't your body supposed to be your temple? People, see, that's what I'm talking about. People just only gay. That's the only thing that...
A lot of these and it's what kills me about a lot of these pastors at the church. You want to be so down on gay people. Like, first of all, I'm trying to figure out, I need you to weigh your priorities because you ain't talking about the homelessness. You're not talking about the crime rates in your community. You ain't talking about all these girls out here having these babies, ain't got no baby daddy to take care of. But you want to talk about some gay people because they want to sleep with the same sex. Like, y'all want to focus your whole sermon around that.
Another one of my personal favorites is the ones that sit there and they talk about how bad gay people are, but they haven't realized, they don't want to dare speak about the greed and the lust for power and money that's driving so much of society and driving people into the poorhouse. And then to add to that, but if they got to preaching on that, they may have to look inside the workings of a lot of these mega churches themselves. Because it's the same thing they're doing too.
Right, how about the stealing that's going on in church? How about the money that is just a lot? People that
and honey, you better not dare even ask questions about it either, but I ain't going to go there.
Well, you walk into a church that's full of leaded crystal and fountains and marble floors imported from other countries. What the hell are they doing for their community?
Right.
Paying their preacher how many millions a year, like he's a football or a basketball star. But
you would think because he on top of the chart. If you turn on TV, he on TV. You be like, well, damn.
Yeah, but still, what have they done for their people in their community and their surroundings? You know, what have they done to give back? Well, what they
nothing. You can tell because America is going under. Like, really?
Yeah, while these circuits are going up, America's going under. Like, seriously, like. You can build these $1 million these church edifices that are like millions of dollars, but they sit in these in the middle of the most poorest neighborhoods, and they not doing anything.
And you know what kills me
you giving a turkey and some damn sides out once a year, and you think you're doing something for the community.
You know what kills me too is they could talk about this gay stuff, but never once you have walked in the church they talk about diseases. They talk about
Nope.
Let's try to protect ourselves from all these diseases. Let's talk about AIDS. Let's talk about. You don't talk about all that. But you know what? What kills me is they label AIDS as a gay disease. But honey, did you know more women have AIDS than anything? Why are you trying to say it's gay? It's not even gay.
I see. And you know, it's just it's sick. It's really sick.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Taking up all that time talking about some people that would like to have a loving and caring relationship that ain't hurting anybody.
Right? Talk about something that can help me and that can help others. I give a damn about what you talking about in my personal life. I ain't got nothing to do with you. I ain't talking about who you screwing. So what does that have anything to do with you? It ain't messing up your money or your flow. So why does it concern you?
Exactly. All right, guys, we need to move on real quick. I got a couple more stories, and then we're going to get up off of here. I really wanted to get on this story I want to talk about how Greg Ballard set up here and lied, talking about crime rates went down. Then I want to get on the last story. I want to talk about this woman putting this damn fix-it flat in her face. We got to get on there. So, do you think we should do that one first, or do the crime rate first?
Yeah, you probably should do that first because it's gonna.
That one might take a while.
Yeah.
I'll talk about this fix-it flat. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna read y'all this article real quick. It's from the nydailynews.com, and the title of this article is called "Transgendered Woman Arrested After Injecting Fix-It Flat into Patient's Rear End." And this article was written by Rena Murray. She's I guess she's a correspondent for nydailynews.com, and this article was written on November 19th. So it reads as such: a transgendered woman in South Florida faces charges, and they got the picture on there too. And I'm telling you, this stuff looks like a hot .com.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it.
Right. A transgender woman in South Florida faces charges of practicing cosmetic surgery without license after police said she injected an unwitting patient's buttocks with a handful of unsafe substances, including tire mender, fix-it flat, NBC reported. The botched butt implant sent the unidentified woman to the hospital and landed O'Neal Ron Morris, who is legally identified as a man in cuffs. Miami Gardens police arrested Morris, who is 30 years old, on Friday following an investigation by the Florida Department of Health. Sergeant William Bamford said that the illegal procedure took place in May of 2010 after the woman and Morris met to discuss details, according to ABC. Quote, they agreed on the price of $700 for the procedure, which was intended for cosmetic purposes, unquote, he said. The injection took place in a residential setting where Morris shot a mix of cement, glue, mineral oil, and tire sealant to the woman's buttocks, ABC reported. Quote, a short time later, she develops a serious pains, abdomen throughout her body, unquote, Bamford told the network affiliate. Quote, she knows something was wrong, unquote. The woman rushed to Tampa General Hospital, where she was treated for an infection of pneumonia, but would not divulge Morris's name, according to the report. Hospital officials have contacted the Department of Health, but it took the investigators months to track Morris down. Police suspect that there are other victims and urge them to come forward. So that's the end of that article. And since then, I think there's been more details about this. But first of all, now, oh god, I seen this was on Dr. Hill, and you guys need to see this woman's face. This woman has a pumpkin face. Okay, imagine a damn pumpkin. Remember that character that used to be on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Lacey Lane, that you see in that damn merry-go-round? That's what her face looked like, and it looked like a damn pumpkin with a damn wig sitting on top of that shit. And then she had like these damn, they showed the picture, she had like these damn rocks in her face, looked like some damn bubble gum, like them damn bubble gum rocks and shit. And, I mean, she looked like a damn fool. She looked like a damn fool, sitting on that damn stage, looking like a damn witch.
You get what you pay for. You pay $700, you get $700 worth of work. Including your tire fixed.
Girl, you mean to tell me you didn't know that you was putting some damn cement and some fix-it flat in your face, girl. They had to take, that man was on there talking that was going to fix her face, talking about it's going to take thousands of dollars to get her face back to normal. This is what I don't get.
and as grown people, because these people are grown.
Right.
How in the hell you didn't do your research? Really, how did you not research that? How did you not research if this person is a doctor? Does this person have a license? People kill me. You always want to be cheap. Everybody likes to be cheap, but damn, come on now. When it's anything about your body, I don't want to be cheap about it, because if I want to get my ass done, my titties done, I don't want to go to somebody for $700, because I don't think that shit is a gimmick. Like, really?
And in your
what, you gonna put some masticators in my titties?
Right. But my thing is, even if and just putting the ass and titties aside, I'm just talking about your face. Like, your face is the first thing that people. I mean, that. Come on now.
Yeah, she would have been better off shooting butt up in her face. What the hell? Really?
Just like that girl that shot that damn that grease, that hamburger grease in her face. Beef fat. Wow.
Oh my God, people would do the silly and shit. Seriously, people would do the silly shit, and you want to cry for help. No, they should leave your ass like that, because why would you go and let this bitch fuck you up? Seriously, like, she really. I'm sorry about my language, but she had really messy. These people are like monsters. I'm not even playing.
Yeah.
It looked like some shit that you would see off the hill have eyes. Seriously, I'm not lying.
It was embarrassing. The people, they was ignorant anyway. The girl, she was on Dr. Phil, one of the women that was a patient. She said, you know that you messed my face up. This girl was girl, I said, she was really trying to sound professional on the show, but she would just no. I said, girl, you just keep your mouth shut and let your lawyer speak, like, for real.
You ain't noticed something when she come out there with them pine gloves on and them kitchen utensils. You ain't noticed nothing. What? Really? You ain't noticed nothing.
I said, girl, are we about to flip some hamburgers, or are you flipping titties? I need
to
know.
If she ain't take you to no clinic or nothing, you ain't sitting on no operation table, nothing. You sat on her damn couch or her chair in the kitchen, and she just shot you up with some kitchen shit. What? She got some shit out of her trunk and shot you up with it. What kind of shit is that?
I'm trying to figure out how she gets the shit out the can. I mean, how she gets the stuff out the can, and then
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
And who mixes cement? What's the cement supposed to do?
Make her face rock hard, so when somebody punch her, they break their knuckles.
She looked like she had some damn rock candy in her jaws. I'm not trying to be funny. She looked like a fool. Like,
they gonna call her ass. She gonna be Rock Woman from Fantastic Four. I'm joking about it and I'm laughing because it is funny, because people don't understand. Yeah, people want to feel sorry for people like that, but you have to understand, these are not kids. These are adults.
And check this out, Deandra. She was on Dr. Phil talking about, well, he asked her, why'd you do this, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, like, why'd you do this? Like, she said, well, I just felt that since she was another transgender, I can trust her.
Well,
and I thought she wouldn't have messed me over like this.
I would say, do you know people are people no matter who they are?
Right.
Or what they are. I say, have you ever noticed that if you look better than them, they don't want you to look? Honey, they going to fuck you up. Where have you been?
This girl, I'm looking at this picture, man. They got a picture of her. Wait a minute. They showing her waist, and why does it look like one of them damn cartoon characters, like she got a big old ballerina dress on? Like,
yeah, that's the one that was doing the operations on all them people.
She looked like a fool.
Yeah, she's the one. Like, she look crazy. Like she got a flying saucer in her ass or something. Yeah. That damn diving board booty. Yes, that motherfucker. I was like,
what
are you kidding me?
No, I'm gonna watch my language. What if somebody was going? What do you think the man? What do you think the man be thinking when she take off her panties? I don't even.
I can imagine you sitting on the toilet,
like,
really with all that ass.
They be like, God, that was, I can remember, God damn.
Really? But that ain't nothing though. Did y'all hear? I just thought about this because I almost forgot. But did you hear about the one woman? shooting a man in his penis and killing him?
No, she didn't.
So he can like grow his penis like he was you know, I guess he didn't like the size of his penis. You know, and she put, I don't know what the hell she put in it, but she was supposed to be, you know, putting Botox in there. I'm thinking, now you know damn well they ain't having with no shit that you can shoot in your ding-a-ling to make it longer. They got pills for that. They got pills for that. You should have took you a pill and called it a day. You let this bitch shoot you in your ding-a-ling.
What'd you say, Michael?
Hell, I've even heard that those pills don't work.
Ugh.
Well, she shouldn't have been shooting me down there. Hell no, that's a sensitive area. You put a needle in your ding-a-ling? What the hell? I can't believe that fool let her put a needle in his ding-a-ling. I'm thinking, you know, God rest his soul now, but damn, really? You couldn't get the girl that didn't like your little ding-a-ling? Seriously. You just had to go get that bitch that...
Like.
Yes, and her ass in jail. She should have been in jail, stupid ass. Why the hell would you shoot that boy in his ding-a-ling?
Yeah, I just can't believe that boy. But this, let me ask you, just get back to that story with that woman that fixed it flat. I guess they had the boy, he has a lawyer too, because they're going to file him with charges too. And I'm trying to figure out why you file these people so many years, giving them so many years in prison, because the people that they were operating on were adults, and they knew when they went to their apartment that this person was not a licensed professional. So why are you charging them with all these charges? But they said the guy that he knew the girl that was doing these operations in her kitchen, and I guess they said, well, since he kind of like quote unquote recommended these people to her, well, she says, well, I was just telling them who did it. But first of all, you knew it wasn't right because you was allowing the girl to do it in your apartment.
Right. I think the reason they get time is because they could have killed somebody, or if they had to kill somebody, you know. Because this is shit that you messing with that could kill somebody.
Yeah.
It's just shoot into somebody's body.
One of the main ingredients in cement is lime. And, you know, lime is, that shit burns.
Like you don't know how that person, you don't even know if that person gonna even live to see 50 or 60. I mean, because they might have bad heart. Ain't no telling what they might have as they grow up. Because these are transgenders. You know, they might even be still on the hormone pills and all that. That shit is gonna bump into each other and it's gonna affect them. I'm more than sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, you look at this, but you see all these people putting their Botox in their face. Like I was watching something on the internet. This woman was talking about, well, my daughter's young, and you know, if the girl was like only 8 years old. She's giving her daughter Botox injections and putting extensions in her hair and all this stuff, and she's just like putting this girl through all this pain and like. But why would you? What business does an 8-year-old want having these Botox injections? Are you trying to get old ass men to trick on your daughter, bitch? Is that what you do?
Let that kid's body have time to grow up into what it's supposed to be.
And by the time it grow up, ain't nobody gonna want it because everything gonna be all wrinkly and saggy looking.
Because ain't with that Botox, you got to keep that stuff in your system, don't you?
And shit, when you get old, ain't no more they can do for you. Shit, it's gonna look all a hot mess. I ain't nobody can shoot me and shit. I don't give a damn if you is licensed. Don't shoot me. Thank you.
Right. I'm good on that.
I don't need to look like American next time out. If I ain't come out look like that, I guess I'm just fucked up. Cause
I'm saying that woman, she was on Dr. Spiere. I was like, wow, she looked bad. And she said, well, I trusted her because she was transgender. And they were talking about this other story about this man, like he went to this guy to get, I guess he was used to be a bodybuilder. He was trying to get his you know, physique back, and he went to this bodybuilder to get this work done, and they videotaped it. But this guy's been wanted for a long time. He accepted. But yeah, he did this operation, and he was using like kitchen utensils. He was using like spatulas and stuff. And he put like some. Let me tell you, the man was like that. He had some anesthesia, but he kept on coming in and out of it. And they said that the man, like, they cut this man's chest open and put some silicone titties in his chest. And then, no, this ain't funny. And he asked, why my chest so big? He said, well, he was trying to convince him long enough so he can get out the country. He said, well, don't worry, give it a couple of weeks. It's just swelling right there. So this man done had, he done gave this man some titties, so he went to some island somewhere, and he became like he was actually wanted. So he went to the island, and he became like a professor in like not cosmetology, but like I guess he was some type of instructor or something about like cosmetic surgeries and stuff like that. And he was experimenting on the damn stools and shit, fucking them up. And I guess they finally caught up with him and arrested him.
Hell no. Could you imagine you meeting a girl and you take her home, y'all can ready to do y'all thing. You pop out and your titties bigger than hers. She like, this is an awkward moment.
I'm telling you, I said, honey, he jacked this man up. Like,
but you know what? And
that's why
that goes back to saying, I don't feel sorry. I know that might sound hateful, but I really don't feel sorry for these people because they are all grown.
Right.
Like, you people, y'all need to do y'all research. Why the hell would you let somebody work on you that doesn't have a license that you can't sue in court for fucking you up?
Right.
Like, really?
They don't have any, like, insurance to protect themselves from malpractice. You need to ask these people what is your success rate. You need to see before and after pictures.
I'm looking you up. I want to know who you did. I want to see the pictures. I want to see results of these people. I want to see your license. Yeah. I want to see where you work at. I want to check you out. Seriously. Right. I want to see all these things before you shoot anything up at me and tell me see you later. Yeah, and I know damn well I ain't ready to go up in your kitchen unless you shoot me in nothing.
Girl, you can kitchen utensils. I said, we baking a cake.
And I ain't no damn turkey. You ain't ready to bake me.
Guys,
or stuff me. What?
What you say, Michael?
I said, guys, I hate to cut and run, but I got something I got to take care of here. So I will catch up to all of you later. And Seneca, thanks for having me on again.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Yeah, girl, that is just crazy. And, like, that just goes to show you really need to know who you're dealing with because these people don't have your best interest in heart. They just want to make a quick buck, and they don't care what consequences. Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even believe that you would think an operation like that would cost you $700. Like, really, what the hell world you live in? That you get that much done to yourself and you getting a deal at $700? Really? Really? I'm just.
I thought that from what I heard a different place. It was like only $300 or something she paid, but I guess she paid $700 according to this article.
Well, like I said, she got $700 worth of work. She got a little turkey butter in her and everything. Yeah, yeah, basically stuff though. I ain't no damn turkey. Don't stuff me.
So when they shoot you with that stuff, do they farm it? I mean, what do you do?
With what?
I mean, once they shoot it in your butt or shoot it in you, do they mold it or do they just let it sit there?
They sit there and wait. It's basically. I guess it takes time for it to do its thing, or sometimes it'll fill out right in and there. I'm pretty sure. I mean, they shoot it in you when you're on by your way. I mean, it ain't nothing like you got to be in the hospital sitting in there for a long time. No, they shoot you, bam, you out of there.
What?
It's a stick shooting you, because I'm more than sure it's like anything that it feels probably cold once it enters your system, and it's probably do its work.
Yeah, they were
So
talking
maybe
about how
in 24 hours you got a new ass. Who knows?
But yeah, they were showing some of them pictures too, like where like people be doing that, and then like that sometimes that stuff doesn't stay in your butt, like it goes down to your thighs too.
Mhm.
So that's why you really got to know who you dealing
exactly,
with.
because you
got
got to make sure
right.
they doing it or they sticking you in the right places. That's why I say you got to go to somebody who's professional. I don't even see how these people let people work on them. But hey, better them than me. That's all I got to say.
Right. Okay, it was something else I'm going to talk about. What do you think about Greg Ballard talking about crime rates in Indianapolis going down?
He must have been asleep for the last couple of years.
He really had the nerve to get on there saying that, getting on news talking about there, he feels that there ain't no racial tension in Indianapolis, and he was pretty much saying how the crime rates have gone down since he's been in office. But wasn't it just last week when that young girl and her uncle got shot in the head senselessly, and
before that there was murders happening. So what the hell is he talking about?
Girl, I just don't like him. He feels because he's married to some Asian woman, that's supposed to mean that
she ain't black.
Right.
It's so she is not black. She's Asian.
He's arrogant. I don't like him. Like he's a piece of crap. Like that's what he is.
It's just, it's funny how people try to brainwash you to think that stuff is not happening. Like you delusional. Like really?
Just because he shows up to a couple of black events, but you never want to come to black media, but because you peek your head in a couple of black events, and you think that that's supposed to be whatever.
He ain't down for no black people. I'm just saying, like I said, not racist by far long, but he looked like one of them people that, I don't give a damn about a black person. And that's just how I took him. When I first seen him, that's how I took him. Because I'm like, yeah, whatever. On to the next. Like, I done heard all that you saying before from somebody else. So,
I just can't believe he got back in a second time.
Like, you sit up here trying to, who you brainwashing? As a black person, you ain't brainwashing me. Because we all through all that, what you trying to do, boo.
That's just a joke to me. But yeah, that's just sad. And
they was even talking about the Super Bowl too. I was just like, you know what?
He's so worried about this damn Super Bowl. But what are you gonna do after the Super Bowl here? The Super Bowl's only
only a day
event, right?
What you gonna do? Because crime probably gonna go up even twice as much. So what are you to do to protect everybody when all your police officers are downtown? So what are you going to do? What do you do? Because it's going to be crime downtown because it's always crime. Anyway,
and what's
so what
messed up is, like, none of the residents in Indianapolis are going to be able to benefit from this Super Bowl. Like, we ain't going to be able to really attend it or go down there for the festivities because the shit's going to be so high. Like, nobody's going to be able to afford that.
Only people gonna make money is the businesses that's downtown. They are the ones who's gonna benefit from that. Ain't like we gonna see no first of the month check that say, "Oh, here you got a little extra sum on your check come from the." Yeah, right. We done paid all this money out to get this shit fixed up for the Super Bowl, but they ain't reimbursing us a damn thing.
No. Really, they really more concerned on trying to get that downtown. They doing a couple little things, around the city, but
you know what? And let's all keep it real. Downtown is still fucked up. It's still fucked up. Like, y'all doing all this, y'all rushing to fix all this, but it's still messed up. Like, really?
Yeah, they throwing this stuff together. Like, this stuff's going to, they going to have to go back over a lot of that stuff because they throwing that shit together.
Y'all
they really
people come in town. These people going to be driving their Bentleys, their Maseratis, all these nice cars coming through downtown Indianapolis, fucking they shit up. Really. That's exactly what they're going to have. Even we ain't got no miles bodies. We just got normal cars that we fuck up on a daily basis going down there.
Yep.
Shit, y'all trying to get it done for the Super Bowl.
But isn't it funny how they throwing all that stuff together downtown? But there's been parts of town that's been messed up for years.
Right.
But they can fix up downtown real quick for a damn Super Bowl.
That's all they're thinking about. They just thinking about having a fabulous Super Bowl, and that's it. But you know what? Kudos to them, because I want to see the best too. But you know what? It's always something worse gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's always something gonna happen. Even if you don't even think about the worst, something gonna happen.
Yeah, but like I said, they can't even handle this basic traffic and all this stuff now. I don't even want to be nowhere near downtown.
I ain't trying to be downtown, and I said hopefully the Super Bowl falls on a weekend, which I think it normally does anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want to be near downtown. I hate that even live this close to downtown, because it's going to be insane.
Yeah. Ain't going to be nowhere to park if you go down.
It's just going to be a headache. I mean, first of all, I don't even give a damn about no Super Bowl. I mean, I do watch the Super Bowl on TV, but far as like going to Super Bowl, I don't care to do all that. I mean, really, because I don't like to be having to move through a whole bunch of traffic. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't even fool with all that. So, you know, like I said, I won't be nowhere near downtown because, first of all, the cops going to be rude as fuck. They is now anyway, so they're going to be twice as rude. So it's just like,
you know them prostitutes and them tricks going to be down there trying to get some money, too.
And I don't blame them, because if the ball is going to be down there, girl, get your money, shake a tail feather. Get your money. Shit.
I know that's
if
right.
You ain't, somebody else going to get it. So why not you go down there and show it off? Yeah, the police might get it. Why they trying to act like they so Get out of here.
Don't get me started on no police. Don't get, yeah. Whew, yeah, because them police officers, them sheriffs, they be doing some little stuff on the side.
They do. They're hot mess too. Especially the Marion County ones be tripping me out. I just laugh at them because it's just so funny. Give me my ticket and move along because you are straight an asshole. That's exactly what you are.
Man. So I'm trying. Do you know anything else going on in the entertainment industry that's worth even talking about? Because I'm like,
I don't know. Is it? I don't know.
No, not really.
I'm pretty much.
Yeah, I think
not
that's
really, because
about
most of my shows are really off the air, really.
Yeah.
Only a couple of them still on. So
I know Tammy was talking about how she was talking about the next season of, I was reading this article talking about she was just giving people a little inside information about the next season. You know, she decided to come back. So, yeah, she was talking about the next season of Basketball Wives.
Well, from what I hear, she needed. I mean, you know, like I said, I love Tammy, but from what sources or what I'm reading and what I'm hearing is that she actually needs Basketball Wives now. You know, I don't know how true that is, but that's what's going around. So, just saying, you know, and it probably ain't true. You know, a lot of people lie about everything. So, like I said, that's my job. But, you know, people lie about everything. So.
I guess Mary J. I think Tyler Perry's coming out with a new play new movie next.
No, he's coming out with a movie next year. Yeah. And I forgot the name of it, but it looks like it's going to be a good movie. And I think a lot of mothers, single mothers, should go out and see this movie because it's gonna. I think they're gonna, you know, they can. I can't even talk right now because it's so late. But they can get something from this movie, something to take back home with them that they can learn from this movie. I'm thinking because the way that it looks, like, you know, it's definitely for the single mothers.
Girl, I gotta see this full article. Why they have, girl, you gonna fall out. They said police claim that this rapper Slim Duncan was killed over a piece of candy. Hello?
You know, I'm still here, but I'm just lost for words.
Oh.
You're right. When y'all say people have been killed over worse things, yes. A piece of candy, really? What that candy expensive? What that candy cost? $1,000?
Oh, it ain't
really?
funny, Lord Jesus. Please forgive me.
That candy must have been good as hell to make you want to kill somebody. That must have been the best damn candy you have ever had. It had to be. Really?
I'm
it
just
had to
trying
be.
to figure, why are people doing this stuff to each other?
You killed. Oh Lord, you killed somebody over a damn piece of candy. Really? We are really getting this petty nowadays that we're killing over candy. Damn, I sure hate to see what else we're gonna kill over. Did you step on my hot dog? I had to kill you.
I've heard some chicken before.
Oh Lord, I'd heard people fighting over some chicken, but I ain't heard about nobody getting killed. Damn.
I don't know if it was my mother or somebody told me like years ago somebody got killed over two chicken legs.
You know what? Since you said that, when I go get my nails done, the next bitch in that chair, I'm going to slap the hell out of that bitch with my gun. I ain't playing. Get out my chair. I'm a killer over my nail appointment. Yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay, here's this article.
People joke about that, but that is crazy. They say they have to be lying. And I hope whoever said that bull stuff gets prosecuted and sued for putting that in an article that said this boy got killed over a piece of candy. What was it, a Tootsie Roll all the time?
Here's the article. They said this is on IndyHipHop.com. They said, according to reports, Duncan was fatally shot over a fight that stemmed from some candy. Police claim that rapper Slim Duncan, real name Mario Hamilton, was killed over having a fight over a small piece of candy. According to the news report, Slim Duncan grabbed a piece of candy out of a man's hand, which led to a fight, which in turn led to a shooting. Oh, goodness. Slim Duncan was affiliated with the popular rappers Waka Flocka, Flame, and Gucci Mane. Police say that they believe a fight over candy preceded the slaying of an Atlanta rapper over that weekend. Quote, this fight spilled into this area where he was attacked. Based on the evidence we have, whoever he was fighting with secured a weapon and shot him. The detective David Quinn. Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, y'all are looking real damn bad. Y'all killing people over candy.
I ain't never heard that. That's crazy.
I'm thinking we in a dream right now. I'm thinking we both sleepy and we just read up on some shit. That I'm still not thinking that serious. You know, I can't, get that. I can't lock that in. Really though, a piece of candy. Really, honey, what was this? This candy must have came from.
Girl, that must have been some damn.
This must have been some candy from overseas or something. For real, that you can't buy in America.
That candy, girl.
You must can't buy that candy in America or something, honey. He had to get that shipped to him personally, first class. Like really? Damn. You can kill him over a Tootsie Roll? Annihilator?
Whatever it was, it must have been an M&M or something, because they said it was a small piece of candy. It wasn't even no king-size candy bar.
Annihilator? Laugh-a-taffy? What? I'm a guy rest his soul, but damn, really though, like you, come on. I mean, really, you killed him over a piece of, when I'm through with this, as I said, somebody gonna get killed over a nail appointment. I did not even say that because I don't want nobody to get killed over nobody's nail appointment because I don't want you come looking for me.
You saying what happened?
I don't want nobody to get killed over no nail appointment. I am okay. I can come back later and get my nails done. It ain't even that deep. Ain't even that serious for me to kill nobody over no nail appointment. No.
But see, I hate to say this is making black people look real bad.
And real fucking petty. That's not holding you up at a high standard. That's making you look real fucking petty and stupid, killing people over a piece of damn candy. Yeah, you might have got mad.
Y'all must be some broke-ass motherfuckers. I see y'all claim y'all got all this damn money, and y'all rapping with Gucci Mane and Waka Flocka.
Be balling, like, really?
Yeah, I said, nigga, you can buy you a damn a damn bag of candy.
I understand where he was coming from. You know, when you snatched the candy out of his hand, he probably felt like he was disrespected. But if I was to take that as to killing somebody, no. But, I mean, that probably could start a fight, but as far as shooting him, maybe he was getting the best of the boy, and he probably had to pull out his gun and cat. Because, you know, some black people, if you get the best of them,
it elevated.
You know, they ain't let you whoop their ass because they ain't something like no punk. So they don't kill you.
Right.
They don't want to look like no punk because ain't nobody want to take no ass whooping no more.
Right, that's right.
So
That's right.
He probably was like, shit, I got my gun, so, you know, I'm a pop, you know, I ain't taking no ass whooping.
Yeah.
But over a piece of candy, though, I mean, it could lead into a fight, but damn, come on now. I'm going to kill you over a piece of candy. I just think you feel like he was disrespected.
Like the crazy.
I mean, I couldn't say you feel like he was disrespected because it was snatched out your hand and you probably was ready to eat it. And now, I probably will argue with somebody about that, too, but it's not going to lead to where I'm going to shoot you and kill you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a big nut. Shit, that's worse than a 35-cent Twinkie.
Yeah, that's a shame. Like my friend said, that boy couldn't even buy her no 35-cent Debbie cake.
Right?
Let me shut up. He wanted to come over there.
People killing over them cakes.
Like, obviously, they killing over a damn Skittle now, I guess.
You know what? I can't even imagine what people going to get killed for next year. Really? I am just... What's going to happen now? You took my penny, I'm going to shoot your ass. I mean, because it ain't nothing that the people ain't been killed for. Seriously.
Yeah, you're right.
Ain't nothing. That ain't nobody been killed for. Seriously. Because, shit, I ain't never heard that. A piece of candy? Damn, that got to be, whew. That has to be the topic of the day.
And they said it was a small piece of candy at that.
See, they didn't even worth a small piece of candy. Damn, what was it, a lemon head?
I guess.
A box of baked beans.
Huh?
What was it, some Bubblicious? I mean, come on. Really? I guess.
Give me that. No, that ain't funny. Let me stop, because that's sad.
Like I said, God was his soul because he probably didn't think that he was going to lose his life from snatching the candy. And then again, he probably just playing with the boy, and the boy probably got all serious, which I can understand. You know, you snatched my candy, yeah, I'm probably going to get serious too because I didn't know that you were playing. But if you told me you were playing, then yeah. But he must have really been mad about it. He must have been some fat-ass boy that got mad about that piece of candy. I'm just saying. You know, but I'm just saying he must have been fat and hungry. Because, you know, animals get mad when you do shit like that.
His name was Slim or something. Slim something.
Animals get mad when you do shit like that. You can't take their food. So he must have been a fat-ass something. Because...
Girl, he must have been a crackhead, just like them crackheads that sold that damn PlayStation 3 for $40.
Oh Lord, I don't even want to get into them because they are just a hot mess. They need to be fried, and that's just honest to God true. You know, fried ass.
I said that was a sad situation with that little girl and that boy, and what's so messed up about this, that boy didn't have no reason to do that to them. Them people, that was like his
especially
family.
not if that's your brother and the people raised you. Why would you? I don't give a fuck if you didn't have no partake in the killing. You still set them up to be robbed. Like, how fucking trifling are you? Like, these are people that look out for you.
Yeah.
Like, how do you set them up to be robbed? Yeah, we got you all day on the news saying you had nothing to do with it, but you was in the car. What the hell you mean you ain't got nothing to do with it? You had everything to do with it. And people don't need to hook them up to no damn lie detector or nothing like that. Fuck that. What? No, y'all need to do all that. That's a waste of time. Y'all don't need to do all that. Y'all know who did it.
They pretty much already admitted that they were on the scene, so, you
know.
They
stupid. Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid as hell. I would have rather y'all went into a damn bank and robbed it for $1 million. Y'all took y'all.
And then, I mean, let me tell you how broke down and crackheadish they are. They done got on the damn They didn't even have no damn getaway vehicle. They had to get their ass on the damn
on
city
the
bus.
metro.
Boy, and then gonna drop the boy's phone on the bus, idiot. I'm glad they got caught.
And that's another thing to me too. Like, why the fuck would you steal his cell phone, you fucking black idiot? Like, you want to go to jail. Seriously, like, if I haven't seen a dumb criminal, that's a dumbass criminal. That's for real.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. You stole the person who you murdered cell phone. Like, they wasn't going to track the motherfucker. You know you stupid.
And then they said the family sold them out for $10,000. I said, first of all, you fucking dumb right there, because they're going to probably turn on you and arrest you because you knew about it.
This is how crazy it is. Can you see what their family is? You can tell they ain't never had no money, because look at that.
Right.
I'm going to sell you out for $10,000, and I'm going to sell a PlayStation for $40 and get a half of a sack. Like, get an ounce of weed. Really? Really?
They must have seen them dumb Negroes coming.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, you know, like I said, I love my black people no matter what they do, but
I do too. But honey, when we
this is one thing that you need to be prosecuted. They need to fry your black ass. I'm sorry, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed, they do. For you to
and
do
them
this
people,
and
it wasn't even just like a ransom. These were people that actually
took care of you.
Yeah.
Like,
they stood by you when you was accused of raping a girl, which you probably did.
Probably did, because I bet you as they feel now, like they probably was like, shit. He probably did that shit.
I feel sorry for that mother just happened to come see her son and her granddaughter killed. That's just.
What so pissed me off even more is that you could just set them up to be robbed. Why would you set them up for him to go in there and shoot them, and then he come back outside and tell you he killed them? And these are your people. Like, really, what the fuck? I would have rather you went in there and robbed these people instead of killing this little innocent little girl and this boy. Like, really? You had to kill him over a fucking PlayStation? You could tell he ain't never had nothing in his life.
Check this out. You gonna fall out. They were talking about the reason why I heard on another station the reason why they was trying to go in there and rob is they wanted to get some tattoos. You
know
heard
what?
me right.
You know what? They are dumb as fuck. Now you can ready to get a tattoo.
The reason why they were trying to get that money because they want to get a tattoo.
Well, you know what? Now they can ready to have a tattoo. They can ready to have a stamp on their motherfucking feet. Like, y'all are so fucking stupid. Like, I still couldn't even believe. I couldn't believe that you killed a 7-year-old girl over a damn place.
And killed your best friend too.
It wasn't even your best friend, it was your brother, from what the
Right.
mother say.
And you know, and it's like this. It's like, wow. Oh, I hate saying this, but I gotta say it. It's like, and people wonder why. Like, it's people like that give the whole black community a bad name. That's why the people don't want to trust us because of stuff like this. And it's embarrassing. It's sad because a few knucklehead jackasses make it bad for everybody.
You know what? I don't even put myself in that category as them because I be like, because, you know, people got to speak for their own actions. And
right.
Like I said, they need to be dealt with seriously. Like, because first of all, one thing I can't get over is that 7-year-old. You know, I mean, I can't get over him killing the 21-year-old either, but the 7-year-old. Like, really, that's too much right there.
Shot that girl in her head. I can't even
like,
picture
what?
that.
This little girl looking at you, and you just didn't pull the trigger and just shot her in her head. And then you go in there and you shoot the uncle twice. Like, I don't get it. Like, I guess it's not meant for me to get, but I'm still like,
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that in my mind. I don't want to see that. I can't do that. right
but the
now.
motive still kills me too. Like y'all were in there. Why did you not? You could just went in there and just throw the
They had to be
PlayStation
high.
and rest out.
They was high. They had
They
to be
had
high.
to be. They had to be on some drugs. They would have. You had to be on some drugs because you just can't be normal yourself to do all that. You just can't. I'm sorry. You just can't be your own normal self. You had to be on something. I don't give a damn what it was. You had to be on something.
Like I said, God have mercy on them, because, honey, I tell you what, them courts ain't going to have no mercy on him.
They black, too, so you already know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. And then people on Fox 59 Facebook page, like, they was getting all racial with it. I'm like, y'all, I just don't know. Y'all not even looking at it as a point of view of, like, two people dead. Y'all want to look at it because it's a black man that done it. Like, never mind that a 7-year-old got killed.
But you let a white man go get...
There were black people in the community that reached out to that family, too. And that was praying for them.
It was a lot of black people that lived in that damn neighborhood, too. Why they talking itch?
And this white bitch on Fox 59 on that page, on that Facebook page, talking about, well, what do you expect? Look at they mugs. Look at they mug shots. I said, bitch, you probably the same one that be. Let me shut up. No, I'm not gonna go there.
Look at your mug shot before you put on that makeup.
I said, girl, you probably the same one that you go after somebody like that. You want some black dick, girl. You want some black dick, but you want to get on here talking shit, right? I said, you don't even care about the fact that the people was murdered. You just sitting on there.
Turn into a racial thing.
Yeah.
Bitch, if it was somebody white, you wouldn't have said no shit like that.
Right.
Oh,
you motherfuckers ain't talking about that. These white teachers messing with these young boys and these kids. How about that?
And yeah, they do stupid shit too. So while they trying to get themselves the upper hand, bitch, no, y'all do retarded shit. How about like fucking your mama, nasty bastards? We ain't gonna get on that though. Or getting your mama pregnant. What? Really?
And then getting on mass on TV bragging about it. That's some of it. They don't see nothing wrong with that. Huh?
On Jerry Springer at that.
Girl.
I'm talking about it's okay for me to fuck my mama. Or it's okay for me to
It's only my first cousin.
Right, it's okay for me to sleep with my daddy. He like it, I like it. It's okay for me to get pregnant by my brother.
It was a girl on Steve Wilkos talking about how she was mad at her dad. They was fucking, and she was mad because her daddy was sleeping with another woman.
That's some nasty ass shit. You know, incest shit. What the hell? I might do no shit like that.
He needs help. And the father was just like, man. Like, this girl was like, and it wasn't like, no, this girl was like 19 years old. She knew that.
That's nasty.
She was really upset because the daddy, she thought that she considered her daddy cheating on her because he slept with another woman.
You better look out because she might shoot him.
Yeah. She crazy. They better keep an eye on that.
She might shoot him.
And she didn't even know it was a possibility that she was pregnant. Luckily, she wasn't.
Well, she would have had a heels have eyes too, baby. That's what she would have had. That baby would have been fucked up. That's just nasty. How do y'all condone and shit like that? That shit is just ugh.
And then be the first. They'll be the first.
How did your vagina get wet for your daddy, and how did your dingling get hard for your daughter? Like, I'm just, really? You made her.
I want to know if some shit was going on before she was 18. I want to know that.
You started playing that monkey way before then, huh? Your mama probably was wondering why you was getting all them new shoes. Because daddy was hitting some of them bags. Mama, let me stop. And that's, ugh. People are so damn trifling. I must say my damn self. That's funny child. People are sick in the world.
It's 4 o'clock. I'm going to wrap this show up, honey. I'm going to play this little last Kurt Franklin song, and I'm going to get off this phone.
People are sick in the United States of America. Sick individuals.
I said, you think it's bad now? It's only gonna get bad 2012. They talking about they cutting off these benefits too. Shit.
And people gonna be cutting off y'all benefits. I don't care, because people they gonna get is you high paid people, the mayor, the governor, all y'all. Y'all gonna be the first to go.
Yeah.
Sorry,
you better not be the only one on your block working too.
Right.
Everybody gonna be, I don't know nobody that ain't gonna provide for their family and do what they got to do.
Right. Because if it was me, I'm gonna hit where the money at too. What you mean? Why wouldn't I? Really? I'm going where the money at. What you mean? Yes,
the motherfuckers ain't trying to help you out either. They taking from you.
I'm going where the money at. I'm getting ready to tear all this shit up. I'm going where the motherfucking money at. Where it's at, honey.
Yeah, girl. I said they gonna probably kick us off this show in about a couple more minutes, girl.
Huh?
They gonna probably kick us off this show in a couple more minutes.
I know, because we just, I'd have been forgetting that we was actually doing the show. I just been talking for real, like we're having a normal conversation. Shoot.
That motherfucker's gonna come back later talking about, shoot, what the hell?
So don't worry about all that. That's we was just doing our thing. Don't worry about that. We weren't harming nobody. We just talking about y'all doing that. That's all.
Well, we talking about real shit. That's what we talking about.
We talking about all y'all ignorant people in the United States.
Particularly here in Indiana, girl.
Right. Because they so close.
So we got to do this next show about, I'm thinking about, next I'm doing a show, I think I'm going to do one next week. One more show next week for the new year, but I'm going to do a show next year called Big Dumb.
You said Big Dumb?
I think a lot, Big Dumb, because I think a lot of these girls is big dumb over these men.
Oh, Big Dumb. Oh, you know them hookers is Big Dumb. Don't play.
I said, girl, y'all doing all this stuff. You keep leaving your kids around these men. They ain't doing nothing but abusing your children.
They don't care.
Taking money out your pocket.
As long as you can fuck them good, they don't give a damn.
Why do women do that? Why do they think as long as the man got some good dick, they think that's all they need?
Because my kids don't need nothing else. I provide for them enough. It's time for me to do mommy. I got to get my mommy back. I got to get my grown woman swag back. I ain't ready to take care of these kids. Shoot, I need me a man.
Really?
You know they don't care because, like I told you, they kids eating hot dogs and he eating steak, boo.
Hell no.
Shit. They don't care if they into pleasing him. They don't care about no kids, honey. But kids
I'm
too.
wondering, speaking of hot dogs and steak, I wonder if I should still put that that video about Khia up, like, on YouTube.
Which one we were talking about her?
Yeah.
Why not? What, she was
Well, the show's up, but like I wanted to take the excerpt out and put it on YouTube. I never got around to doing it. I'm still gonna do it.
Right, ain't nobody worried about her ugly self.
That bitch, it's winter time, so that roach looking bitch, she in hiding.
Ain't nobody worried about that. That pig in a blanket in a dress.
Girl, they're damn rat / roaches in hiding, honey.
You said raccoon, huh?
The rat / roach, she in hiding right now because it's winter and it's cold outside.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that old raccoon. Damn cool. Yeah, black coon.
Ooh.
Black coon with red.
That's an ugly ass bitch. I don't know why I say that's just she.
And she had dirty talk about somebody. I said, boy, people kill me. You gonna get on and show your face. looking like some burnt toast.
Not no scraped off burnt toast.
Huh?
Not no scraped off burnt toast.
Let me stop.
That's like that ash, like that black shit you scrape off when you burn that toast up.
But she feel like she a factor, and she is a nun. Mother sucking factor, honey. I'm so silly, like I ain't been cussing the whole show. I'm trying to act like I'm. Nah, but I just like to get into it, honey. When I'm talking about something. Hey.
If we ever get professional, we'll get mainstream, I'm going to have to work on that.
We know how to do it. We just, have fun with it. It ain't like none of us don't know how to talk.
Right.
So.
I'm really, 2012, I'm going to take this to another level.
We could do short shows where we don't cuss at all.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's just about having fun. But, 2012, I'm going to take it to another level. I'm going to really look into getting some, news correspondence from different cities and stuff. I've been saying I'm going to do that, but I'm going to start working on that. And really just, step it up.
We're going to get a
start doing shows more frequently. It's just a busy time of the year, lots of things going on, so.
You might as well get off and just call me on the cell phone. On your phone, because we just have a normal conversation.
Okay. I'll talk to you in a few minutes.
Okay. Bye.
All right, then.